taking ages to fall asleep. And so I ended up sleeping longer later into the evening. But yeah, I'm otherwise okay. And just got sore sinuses and sore throat. So I know I'm not sick. I'm just I think just a bit worn out. I think that's all it is. Although I am looking forward to PUBG tomorrow. And I am looking forward to playing Sunken Land next week on Mondays. God only knows how I'm going to go with it. I haven't got it yet to have a look at it. So, yeah, it could be interesting. My cloth's done. Alright, let's go put my shit away. Fortunately, I've still got all the money from Grim on me. That's it. It's good that Bless saved me as I needed a break from it, but dropped a pen, wagon tail. Yeah. Bless is kind of lurking around. He's lurking here and he's lurking at, I think Mirthless might be live. So he's kind of a bit of both locations at the moment. But yeah. I thought about it. I thought about like stepping in and stuff, but I'm like, I don't know. Probably just like my logic was you're probably just having fun, even if they're like being excessive and stuff. It's probably still all right. I can't handle much for tickling, so I wouldn't have lasted long myself. What just left from there? My repair kit, right? Yeah. All right. I will take back my little stacks of weird stuff. I'm going to go harvest wood, so I'll probably run out of a lot of space. Let me put away all my seeds and animal fats, meats and stuff. I don't think I brought back any other stuff. So I've got a couple of things I've got to give back to Grim. So not on that one. This one. It's kind of like my going out box kind of thing. This needs to go to Grim. And I would say at least the 2 stacks of money goes back to Grim. These are mine. I did spend some, but I did spend some of his for that as well. Let's see, some gunpowder can fuck off into there. That into here. I like that like you're able to like write with your mouth though, because like I think it probably helps you like communicate and stuff a little bit. Let's see what you wrote this time. It said it was fun even though it was excessive. Yeah, even so, like I'm one of those people that don't find tickling enjoyable in any sense. So I don't know where most people's, or in your case, wolves' limits are. And so I don't know, like, even if you're asking for help and stuff, like, I'm not sure the risk of getting, like, brought into getting tickled and stuff is, like, it's too risky kind of thing. I know that sounds silly, but it's, like, it's a risk. I'm going to put my turret ammo away, and I might put my turret away itself because I can't use a turret when I'm doing wood mining. We'll keep the drone. I will put my bike away. I know it goes in the next one over, but it's fine. It can sit in there. And I'll take my money upstairs. Yeah. I was thinking of something else before. I can't quite remember what it was. Doesn't matter. If I remember, I'll say it. I'll say it. You guys know I will. If I don't remember, I'll just put it in Discord later. Yeah. Yeah, you can snuggle up against me. I'm just going to go do some chainsawing stuff, so it's probably not going to be the most pleasant to listen to. But I've got to go do it. Sorry. Yeah, I've got this. It's full. It's been repaired. Let's see how stuff's going. A lot of fuel. In that. A lot of ammo. That's fine. These aren't making anything. That's already doing stuff. Let's see. Put this away. Yeah, I'm making a heap of stuff. I did a heap of mining earlier. I'll show you. Have a look at this. So I made a box, but I've got a second box in the wall, and they're like super jam-packed. And Grim has some resources too. Actually, I'll quickly make some more oil shale fuel while I'm here. There we go. That used up the rest of it. Gives me some inventory space now. I've got some learning elixirs, and I'm going to bust them out while I'm out here. It is still morning, so it's not the worst. But I've been meaning to cut down this forest for a while. Also, because we've done so much mining, I'll probably do quests next week. Which is interesting. Like, 7 days going to, like, 1 day a week. So I've got to try so much harder to remember what the fuck I was up to with it. But, yeah. I'm excited about playing Sunken Land, potentially. I was talking about how there's a game that was suggested for me to play called Palia. It looks like it should be interesting, but I realized, like, the only way I'll get a chance to really play it is if it was, like, on a fucking Switch or something. Because, like, by the time I'm done streaming and editing and stuff like that, like, I just want to get away from my chair. Even if I want to play games, I just want off the chair by that point. And I'm like, unfortunately, that would mean, like, getting a device in the future. Which I can always do eventually. Down the track. Just give you some pats, Nightwolf, while I'm doing all this. This is just going to be this for a while, which reminds me, I need to actually take the learning elixirs. I need to keep these stacked too. At least, like, it'll stack up to, I think, 12, yeah. So, if I have, at least if I don't let it go less than 2 minutes, then I shouldn't run out. Because it will give me extra XP. I won't get extra resources from this, but I will get the XP, which at the moment is 500, 600, 700. There's about 1 to 200 per tree. Yeah, about 275 per tree XP. So instead of getting like about 100 or so, well, it's supposed to be 20% extra XP, right? So it's probably like, I don't know, probably only like 150 odd or something like that. I'm just getting like extra. Come on. The only problem is, to get her to each tree, I'm going to have to make her stand up and run sometimes. And there will be dogs in here too, unfortunately, because of the type of tree I've planted in excess. There'll either be dogs or there'll be pack of wolves in here. Always one or the other. I'm not a big fan of planting trees beyond, I think it's over 500 trees start spawning like native animals. Or at least that's what I fucking learnt. I did that once in the desert. In the desert biome, on the old alphas, used to not spawn dogs. So when I planted a heap of these trees, I'd always get a pack of dogs in it. Like, I think it was a day or so after these hit maturity, I would have a pack of dogs out here in it. Which was unfortunate because you guys know how I feel about fucking pack of dogs potentially attacking me. And there would always be like 6 of them. There's literally coal vein just there behind this tree. See that? So yeah, it's always scary, especially when I planted the lower trees. I planted these ones because even though they spawn them, I can see underneath and around them. Obviously, every so often I just get taken by surprise by one that's been moving swiftly between the trees consistently, and I haven't seen it until that moment. But I try to avoid being just snuck up on by, like, not being able to visibly see in front of me. Where I can. Come on. Still got 9 minutes on this, so that's good. I've only got a couple of learning elixirs. I'm going to try to make more. I'm going to try to make some more tea, get some more dog food, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Hopefully it's all good. Alright, let me over here. I don't think I planted too many back here. I planted more up the thing. Sensation from yesterday, even though nothing happened. No. I guess it must have been a lot. It must have been a fair bit to, like, still, like, be able to remember it. I barely remember what the sensation of being tickled feels like. Just because, like, there's been so many times where I'm medically unwell to the point that my body can't handle something like that. Like, there's been times where I literally, like, can't handle, like, movement or touch at all. So, like, there's actually been times where I've been that unwell that, like, Nick's even had to, like, literally sleep at a different bed because, like, I can't have movement or I can't be bumped because something's so severely inflamed. Oh, hello. Fucking, here's our horde. I did say it was too quiet. Off you go. Can you feel like getting up, mate? You had a solid helmet. Whoa, a fucking triple. I fucking hit 3 of them in one hit. You sir, you look like you're still alive. Come here. One more up here. Oh, you got me infected. What a dick. My god, Grim. Thank you for the resub. I think you're either still lurking around or you're still kind of comatose. Thank you for the resub, man. 5 fucking months. It's been 5 months since I hit fucking affiliate. Jesus. I guess, yeah, it's not much longer until it's the fucking streamiversary. So what are we up to? We're up to 35. Jesus Christ. If five more people fucking resub before the end of the month, I have to play a scary fucking game on Halloween. Work by phone, back to bed. Grumble, grumble. That's all good. Unfortunately, the chainsaw's loud as fuck. It's much louder than the actual auger, I find. At least for, like, listening ambient stuff. Yeah. I don't know, even if I like sit down, if I hit this at full fucking loudness, that's what it sounds like, right? But if I come up here and like sit down, it gets rid of like that knocking sound. What the fuck? Oh, Grim. Oh. Thank you. I have to play a scary game now? Oh. Fuck. I do have to. Thank you. But at the same time, oh my god. I have to play fucking, I love you too. I love that. I have to play Visage on fucking Halloween now in the dark. Like, I have to now. Okay. If anybody's around that happened to get gifted a sub, obviously, like, remember to say thank you. Obviously, if you're not around and you see it later and you're in Discord, you're welcome to say thanks there as well. Holy crap, Grim. Jesus Christ. Fuck. I was worried about this as the week started. I'm like, we're really close to the fact that, like, a few people I know originally got subs in around, like, the last week of the month originally anyway. And if they choose to do any kind of resubs or anybody gift subs, we'll be really close to the amount. And now we've hit it. So now the next thing, I think the next tier that we'll be close to should be one of the avatars, actually. Hold up, where's my thing? There. So, yeah, okay, fucking 10 more subs and I've got to go full fucking Catgirl avatar. So there's that. Holy crap. Sweet Jesus. I thought that one was further down. Wags tail happily. Yeah, no, I'll, when that happens, actually, the avatar that you're seeing at the moment, silver, silver-coloured one will go. So, which I'm not too sad about. It's actually redeemed quite often. That and Minty are the two that I'm looking at probably pulling. Minty goes really nicely with purple hair, though, which will be sad. But I'm going to need the extra processing power in the actual thing. Either that, or I have to do... Either that, or the only other way I've worked out that I could do it... so, writes down... Does Grim know what happened yesterday? What, with you getting tickled or with the music? Yesterday and today are kind of a blur to me. They kind of feel like one day, so I'm having a lot of trouble recalling a lot of what's happened. Oh, both the music and the tickling. I don't know if he knows that you were getting tickled mercilessly. I don't think he was here through that. I also don't think... I think he was, like, full-on AFK playing Skyrim when the music selection and stuff we were, like, jamming to, but Nick knows. I fill in Nick about pretty much everything that happens with stream every morning. That's why, like, at some point in Discord, you'll see me just disappear or stop replying at one point because Nick's woken up and he's getting ready for work. And that's kind of like my time to, like, spend, like, filling him in on my day. And when I get up, he's just coming home from work, usually. So he fills me in on his day when I'm getting up. So they're kind of like the two parts of the day where I'm unavailable for everybody else except for Nick. But Nick knows. Nick was wondering whether or not... Nick was already wondering whether or not you might be interested in some of my music type because, like, he's seen you, like, jamming out to some of them. But, yeah. The tickling stuff and stuff, like, it's, like, neither here nor there for Nick. Nick's very unfazed by everything. Nothing much bothers him. He's, like, the most... Honestly, the most fucking chill, okay with stuff guy I fucking know, which is cool because, like, I'm, like, legit, like, an effort. I'm sure of it. I'm an effort with, like, my OCD and all my health conditions and stuff like that. So him being so, like, nonchalant about so much stuff, it makes everything, like, easy. Plus, like, Nick's also exceptionally, like, welcoming and stuff as well. Like I wouldn't be with somebody that wasn't, like, just opening, accepting and stuff. Like one of his childhood best friends and stuff like that's a really super awesome accountant dude, who is, like, just basically part of their family. And yeah, as what do you call it? Like, I hate saying stuff like this because it's not like some kind of status thing, but, like, one of his best friends is, like, a gay fellow, and a lot of people are gonna have issues with that sort of shit. But it's like Nick just doesn't care. Nick's also super chill about, like, feminine stuff, like feminine issues and stuff like that. Doesn't bother him either. Nick doesn't have any kind of bothering with, like, race or sexualities and stuff like that. Pretty much the same with me. Like, it doesn't bother me. It's just I grew up in an extremely, like, homophobic and fucking racist household, unfortunately. So I've spent a lot of time deprogramming myself from that shit. But I'm, like, legit, like, the most fucking welcoming, accepting person. I just don't know enough about the world. So sometimes I say things that's just insensitive because I just don't know better. Stuff like that. But yeah. Grabs a pen, writes Nick's amazing, drops a pen. Yeah, Nick's pretty amazing. He's, like, I don't know, Nick's just, like, one of those people that's, like, he's grown up pretty, like, he's actually grown up in a really, like, open, like, household kind of thing. Like, how do I say that? Like, mine was a very closed off, sheltered, like, childhood, right? So I was not exposed to a lot of the world, and I find that was probably long-term damaging for me. But I also don't, like, I don't feel the way that my parents do about a lot of things. Like, you guys will notice, like, I've got a couple of, like, furry streamers and stuff like that on my about page for recommendations and stuff. I love watching them. I love hanging out with them and stuff. Like, I don't see them as any different than anything else, and yet some people really fucking hate furries. And, like, the thing is, like, sometimes you guys will hear me say, like, I'm not going to rate this person because, like, I don't want to bring, like, I want them to be found on their own and stuff like that because they're awesome, but I don't feel like bringing, like, people to them in case, like, they're bad to them, kind of thing. Like, stuff like that. I don't know. There's a lot of, like, closed off hatred in the world, unfortunately, and I just don't fucking subscribe to that shit. I just wish that I had an opportunity to know more about the world growing up. Like, a more open-minded and accepting fucking life. Would have been nice. But yeah. If Nick was ever that kind of, like, person that, like, hated on anybody in particular, like, I'd have issues with it. Like, legit, I don't... Apart from like spiders, I don't think there's anything in the world he like really like greatly hates. Like there's stuff that like bothers him, but there's not anything that bothers him enough to like take issue with it. It's kind of same with me. The only thing I don't like is people treating other people poorly for no other reason than to just fucking treat them poorly. Like there's no reason for that shit. Or uneducated fucking hatred of others. That shit also pisses me off. Like, I don't know. I don't greatly like talking too much about, like, the kind of life that I've grown up in, just because it's not good. It's not good in a great deal of ways. But at the same time, like, I also know that I'm sure that my parents' generation was shaped by their parents' generation to a degree if they chose to not, like, go against it and think for themselves in that regard. I did, and I got shunned for it, so, yeah. No loss. Realistically, there's no loss there. I also find, like, just because, like, I'm sort of half on the topic of it, too, is I also find, like, most of the world is not... I know this is a controversial topic, and I'm sorry if anybody's uncomfortable about it, but, like, most of the world is not heterosexual or, like, basically 100% male or female. And, like, I didn't really know or understand that until I was an adult and, like, learnt more myself. And it was a really enlightening fucking experience and kind of humbling experience to learn that, you know, there was more beyond the surface, and there's been a lot of people that, like, legitimately just haven't been able to express themselves for fucking a whole generation or more, multiple generations, because it was something that was, like, so hated upon, and I hate that. But it's cool that things are kind of getting better. I know they're not great, but it's nice to know that shit's getting better for people. That's why I'm like, just fucking be uplifting and kind to each other. Like, the world's horrible. At least if you got somewhere you can hang out where it's kind of nice. Yeah, I'm happy to provide that space. Like, yeah. I don't know. I'm in that, like, deep thought. This is what happens. Okay, this is what happens every time I fucking cut down trees. I'm just realizing this. Every time I cut down trees, I get, like, deep into thought. Like, last time I was talking about, like, the survival tactics that 7 Days could bring in, where, like, you could, like, legitimately have, fucking, in a tree forest, you could have, like, a moss, like, a perk that allows you to find, like, a certain kind of, like, moss, kind of akin to, like, an antibiotic kind of, bacterium type stuff that would be able to, like, give you, like, healing ability, like, with honey, or, like, even be able to track it as one of the animal perks to find honey and shit. That's what I was talking about last time, ironically, when I was doing this. And this time I'm, like, getting into all the deeper facts of growing up in shit households and, like, what actually, like, opening your eyes to the world is like. And, yeah. Fucking only the deepest fucking conversations are acceptable for fucking tree chopping. Imagine if my profession was a lumberjack. I'd be, like, somewhat dabbling in philosophy, I'm sure of it. Oh, my God. At least these are all ready, too. Plus, half my inventory is chopped up. I don't know how much XP I'm getting from this, but the bar is constantly moving. I don't know. So I just dig in the ground? I don't know. Like I said before, I kind of like hanging out in, like, Sylvixton and Sephora and fucking Mega's channels and stuff like that. Like, even though I don't personally feel that I'm a furry, I love their kind of community and their overall kind of, I don't know, their sense of, like, I don't know what it is, but it's just like they're good people to each other, and the communities and stuff like that is just so fucking amazing. Like, even though I don't personally identify as one, I am just so fucking there for what they have in, like, their fucking community. It's so beautiful. It's so fucking amazing to, like, just be part of. That tree is going places. Yeah. I don't know. It's just nice. So even though I'll have, like, a cat girl kind of anthropomorphic kind of form, if we hit fucking 50 subs, sweet Jesus, tomorrow, I think it is, because I don't stream on the weekends unless somebody goes mental while I'm offline, which could fucking happen. I'm not expecting it, but could fucking happen. Then, yeah. Because it was interesting, I was watching a streamer, Elian, and she had an anthropomorphic coyote hybrid form, and everybody in her chat, just as soon as she changed over, everybody started spamming her. She was a furry, and she's like, I'm not, but I'm totally okay with that. And I'm just like, I hate that, like, everybody's first response was to immediately just, like, typecast her as something, like, regardless of, like, what it is. It's like, why feel the need to do so? I don't know. I'm sure I'll get that too at some point. Somebody will come in and probably hatingly say something. I'll just fucking ban their ass. Like, get the fuck out of my fucking chat. That kind of, like, hatred shit ain't welcome. Alright. I must admit, my ear is starting to hurt again. I reckon that earplug that I used was not super comfortable. And it's just made everything else uncomfortable. I kind of knew it would. Like, when I took it out on third... Well, I wasn't wearing it for 3 days straight, but when I wear them to sleep, and I took it out on, like, the third day, third morning, it was, like, pretty sore. Like, it was painful to remove the earplug. By the way, they're not like my usual earplugs I use. I've got two sets. I've got one that's high-vis for... They're for snoring, but I find that they're really quite tight and firm earplugs, and they're very painful to wear. I don't like wearing them, and I don't find that they actually work that well. Then there's this other set that are supposed to be for, like, not quite job site stuff, but, like, just in general earplugs. I think they could be potentially for, like, assisting with sensory issues. And they're, like, kind of skin tone colored, and they're very, very soft. They kind of, like, better shape mold to my ears, but they also work better. And I didn't have any of those. I had just the shitty snoring ones left. I've been kind of, like, keeping those as, like, surplus for when I run out of my good ones. But I'll have to get the better ones soon, because those yellow fucking high-vis ones are awful. They're actually almost borderline green. They're like the kind of yellowy green that the, you know, the hide eye thing down underneath where I'm fucking infected is, where it's saying 100. It's like that color, except vibrant. And yeah, somewhere between yellow and green, high-vis. Can you imagine if you could get, like, glow-in-the-dark earbuds for no other purpose but to have the inside of your ears glow when you sleep? Again, only the deepest fucking conversations. Oh my god. I did actually look at fucking glow-in-the-dark earrings the other day when I was looking for, like, retainer ones so I could swap out, because I lost one of the bars for my ears. So I had to get a retainer put in until I could get a new bar for it. I've got to use titanium, and I swear my body still doesn't like titanium, even though I can't use stainless steel or surgical steel because I'm allergic to it. I can't just use, like, silver. I'm allergic to it. And titanium seems to be building up a problem too, which is stupid because it's supposed to be low hypoallergenic shit as well, so I shouldn't. But the only one that hasn't gone fucking bad so far for all of my jewelry has been white gold, unfortunately. It's too expensive to get 4 fucking ear-piercing bars for white gold shit. They're like $50 per rod. I'm like, if I lose one of these things, I'll just be sad. I lose my earrings all the fucking time. Like, they unscrew and then they fall out. And if I don't find them, like sometimes they might be like in my hair or on a pillow or just in the bed somewhere, or they may have got shocked out and landed on the carpet. But if I can't find it, clean it and replace it, then I have to get a new one. And if it's in my hair, sometimes I'll brush it out and then it will like fly off into the carpet. And the carpet's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a uneven colored texture. It's fucking old, but it's like this kind of like, I don't know how to say it. It's like a weird plasticky sort of fiber type thing. It's carpet, but it's not quite wool or cotton. I don't know what it is. It looks synthetic as fuck. And so on certain lights, it can like reflect light a little bit, kind of like plastic kind of does. Really weird. I don't know how to like say it, but it's shit. So whenever I drop a piece of jewelry on it, I can't fucking find it unless it's like a big enough chunk, like a fucking necklace or a bracelet or some shit or a watch. Could you imagine if I dropped my watch on the carpet and I couldn't find it? I would be sad then. I would be so fucking worried. No, I'm falling asleep, Nightwolf. I just noticed that the subscriber star shows up on my screen as an actual like star on a box. I think that's pretty cool. I didn't notice that before. I guess because it is a shape of like an actual like thing, it might have like a emote replacement or something when people comment. Yeah, I don't mind if you have a snooze. I'll just be doing this. I'll be doing this until like they're all cut down or until it's like, oh, it actually is time to like stop. Let me run back to base. I'll put my shit away. While I do so, you get these stacked. I didn't realize it was after 1. All right, I'll put that away. I'll have to run back to base and get some antibiotics and stuff. Yeah, holy shit. It looks like in the worst case scenario, if between now and the end of the fucking month, somebody does like 10 more subs, resubs, gift subs, whatever, then I'm doing fucking catgirl form crazy. That will be a really big art project for me. Because it won't be just this outfit. She'll have her own unique outfit for it. So yeah, it'd be interesting. I have to make some decisions about that. That happens. I hadn't thought about it at all because like my biggest concern was that potentially we'd get up to the Halloween thing, and I didn't think that we'd go beyond that. But now I actually have to start thinking about it because it's not impossible. It's fucking be a surprise, but it's not impossible that it could happen. Alright, let me get up here, get some antibiotics. I think I've got some honey. Oh, I still have my learning elixir on. Doesn't matter. I'll get some XP for just... I don't think I get XP for crafting stacks anymore, actually. Now I think about it. There it goes. That's making cement. That's making... Oh, it's on this next fucking batch of spikes. Alright. We do have a fair bit of that. Let's see if I can make more cement. I guess you need... I need to put that away and give me 2 stacks of this. Because I kind of need that. Put that away. Alright, you. That, I don't know, don't put that in my inventory. Put that over there. Alright, I got like a shit ton of seeds because obviously seeds. Put all those away. That's my stack. Oh, I'm still making stacks. That's where the problem is. Alright, give me that. I'll end up stacking that. Let's see, recipes. Do me another stack. I've got 3 more to go. So that should be fine. Please put it there. Thank you. Alright, let's put my seeds away. Yeah. There we go. Let's put, yeah, fuel. Fuel away. Apart from maybe cutting down more of my trees, I'm pretty much fucking done with mining and harvesting. I'd like to do some quests next week, maybe. That's right, I was going to make more spikes on this bench. Oh, I could make them downstairs, but these things take forever. So I don't mind. Recipes, get me some more spikes. That's what I'm doing with them. Alright, that should be my 3 stack of wood. Yeah, everything should be done now. And my learning elixir, I think I've been putting it there and or upstairs. It's kind of neither here nor there. But yeah, I am getting treated for the toxicity fucking infection thing. So hopefully all goes well. I'll have to remember to give Grim his coins and stuff back